the Siren Head. My story begins on a road trip that wasn't like any other. Me and the 3 friends decided we were going to go camping before the quarantine that would separate us forever. And so we hit the road and headed up to a little campsite called Barton's Campground. After a while on the road we started to run out of gas, but luckily there was a gas station. This one didn't look like it was crowded by cars, so we stopped next to the gas pumper and filled it up. My friends were curious and had a little money on them, so they decided to get even more snacks for the night, even though we had more than enough supplies already. After heading back on the road again, we made a right turn onto Barton Road and went towards the campgrounds. After parking, we started to unpack and find a little location next to the smashes that used to be a fire. One of my friends that I will call Jordan said he was going to go grab some wood for the fire, and so he heads off with another one of my friends. Let's say her name was Ashley. Me and Michael decided that we were going to put up the tents. Later on, the campfire was started and the tents were put up. I thought that we did a good job, and so we started telling jokes and scary stories. After a while we got tired and headed to bed. Me and Michael in one, and Ashley and her boyfriend Jordan in the other. Late at night I woke up hearing some faint sounds, almost like my van's radio was on, but when I got up and checked, the van was surprisingly turned off. I thought Ashley or Jordan were fucking with me, and so I thought nothing of it and just went back to sleep. When we all woke up, the fire was dead, and so was my charisma for this trip, but we decided to spend one more night. But who would know that it would be my friend's last night? When it got dark we wanted to play hide and go seek like the dumbass we were. We spent most of the day talking with each other and packing up a little bit of our stuff. But later in the night was the real show. The most fucked up show you could ever watch. It was late at night and the moon was as bright as the stars and the night was as cold as a freezer. Ashley, Michael and Jordan were going to hide and I was going to seek. I started to count on a tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, ready or not, here I come. Everyone was gone, and so I searched. I looked in bushes and behind tree, but I remember that we didn't set up boundaries and I was screwed. There was no way I would be able to find them. I almost cursed, but then I heard a very familiar sound, the sound of the radio, and then I thought about the van. I ran back to the van and found Jordan under it, but the van was turned off, which was strange to me, but I couldn't think right now. I was seeking, so Jordan went to go search for the others, and so did I. I found Ashley hiding in one of the tents a couple ways away from the van, but no one could find Michael. After we looked everywhere we decided to give up because Michael could never be found. Then the sound hit again, but this time it was louder and closer, but then got farther and farther away. We thought Michael was in that direction, so we headed off towards it, looking in every bush and behind every tree, but no sign of him anywhere. We looked and looked, but Michael was never found, so we thought Michael might have went back towards the campsite because he might have gotten bored of winning the game. We went back, but no sign of him anywhere, and the fire was slowly going out. Ashley and Jordan were worried as well, but when we waited, Ashley heard Michael's voice, but we couldn't because we were too busy trying to call him. We tried to tell Ashley that there was no way, but she ran off into the woods. Jordan ran off towards her, and so did I, but she was too fast. She vanished into the woods, but we weren't just about to give up yet. She screamed at us, "He's this way, hurry, he might be in danger." But Michael didn't sound like Michael. He sounded like he was screaming and crying in pain, which frightened the fuck out of us. Michael's corpse was found by Ashley, Jordan and I. His was mangled and missing his lower half of his body. We cried, but something didn't seem right because Michael was still crying in pain, but it wasn't coming from him. Suddenly a large skeletal hand grabbed Jordan, picking him up, and as I looked up, there I saw it, the giant skeleton-like body with 2 sirens on one large pole hiding in the trees, squeezing Jordan. Jordan was screaming, saying, "No, no, help me." But it was too late. Jordan was dead and all of his blood came soaking down onto us. I jerked Ashley, who was screaming in terror, toward me and started running for our lives. We ran through the trees and bushes, not looking back, but the beast was walking towards us slowly but with great leaps. It was getting closer, and so we scurried towards the van and got in. I tried turning on the engine several times, but then a hand came swooping down and crashing into the window towards Ashley, grabbing her out of the window and crushing her bridled body into pieces. I had enough time to turn on the engine as Ashley was being eaten. When I turned the key, the engine started and I bolted out of there, going as fast as I can, speeding my way down the road. The monster walked towards me with great speed this time, trying to catch me, but it was no luck for that thing because I was faster. I made my way down more and more roads, never looking back again. I am 45 now and living with my beautiful wife and 2 kids. I am grateful for my life and still haunted by that thing who took the people I loved the most. I would later find out from other survivors and their experiences with the creature to be called Siren Head.